In the first year of your child's life, you may find the enormous responsibility of ensuring the safety of a small baby very overwhelming. I'd like to share a few important points to help you cope. Never leave your baby lying or sitting unattended on an elevated surface, no matter how young they are, as they may roll and topple off. We've had several cases with babies falling off compactums and even fatal injuries from these. Drinking a cup of tea or coffee while you're holding your baby. We see that in babies from birth up till your 4-year-old child. Parents do hold their children and they're drinking a cup of tea or coffee. Either your child will just have a reflex where they knock it out of your hand. If you spill that on a 2-week-old baby, that is a very bad burn. Your older child, a toddler, it's still very hot liquid. It can cover their whole chest area. Good thing to have in a house is your non-spill cups, so that when you are busy and you are distracted, you can actually hold your child and drink a cup of tea or coffee. At bath time, it is essential that you practice good safety. Never run the hot water first. Always check the temperature of the water before bathing the baby, and never leave the baby unattended around the bath or in the bath. The crawling baby can pull himself up and will be able to access dials and knobs on ovens, washing machines and other appliances. You will need to keep large appliances switched off at the wall and always keep a watchful eye on your little one. A crawling baby can also pull themselves up to open or exposed sources of water and topple in and drown. Sources of water include toilets, basins, baths, buckets, ponds, swimming pools, and even containers which have been left in the garden that have gathered rainwater. Your dog bowls. The rule of thumb is we don't use blockout until a child is about 6 months of age, but if you're going into the sun and your baby's only 2 months old or a month old, they do need to have sunblock on. A hat is not going to be enough protection where there's reflection from sand, water, and just being generally outside. So really important to get a good sunblock, and I think the key is that you use a base cream underneath the sunblock. Get them used to wearing hats early. If you have a winter baby, put beanies on them in winter so that they're getting used to wearing hats. They tend to always take their hats off. If you get hats with a little strap underneath, they get a little bit tired of always trying to remove their hat, and they tend to stick with a hat. But that is important in our climate, is that you have sunblock all over them. Cover plug sockets and secure appliance cords which are easily accessible. Your child will pull on those and have a hot kettle on top of them. Keep cleaning products, toiletries and hazardous materials out of reach and locked away. Your crawling child, your walking child can actually climb up onto those surfaces with a chair and actually access those. Make sure that steps and balconies are closed off. It is best to ensure your baby is constantly supervised. Accidents happen in the blink of an eye.